one can realize it as devotional service progresses. Everyone should engage himself in that transcendental loving service of the Lord. Even in the present conditional state of material existence, that will gradually give one the clue to actual life and please him to complete satisfaction. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सवै पुंसाम परो धर्मो जतो भक्तिर अधोक्षजे अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता जयात्मा सुप्रसीदति। The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. So this is the very important verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. The question was asked by the sages of Naimisaranya. The sages were asking the question. They asked 6 questions. The first question which they asked, the answer to the first question is explained in this verse. And what was the question? The first question was that kindly summarize the whole range of revealed scriptures. Summary. There are so many scriptures. You cannot even count how many scriptures are there. Nana Shastra. Nana Shastra. Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno. Sadharma Sansthapato. So many varieties. And sometimes one scripture says something and then other scripture says something opposite to that. Like for example, even in the scriptures there are some scriptures says talks about pravritti marga. Pravritti marga means you worship this method of worship, you worship this deity, and then by worshipping you will fulfill your material desires. So that kind of recommendations are also there in Vedic literatures. If you worship like if you worship this demigod, you'll get this benefit. And also there are certain scriptures where they say that we should not ask anything from the Lord when we worship Him, we serve Him. We should just serve to please Him. Hmm. So there are various kinds of margas. जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन प्रभु की जय, श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय. So this is the question. Let tell us the essence, summary. What is the conclusion of all these scriptures? We are interested in knowing the conclusion, the essence, the sar tattva. Because we are confused. People are confused. Which one is the right path? Whom to worship? And how to worship? And for what we should worship? That is the confusion. You know. So this they are asking to Sutta Goswami, tell us clearly what is the most essential part, so that fallen people or the people in general might easily take it up. And also it should be simple and easy, so that people can accept it. It should not be too complicated, that we can't do. So that was the question. And in answer to this question, Srila Sutta Goswami is replying. What is he saying? He says, Savai punsam parodharmo. Parodharma. There are dharma and there are paradharma. Parodharma. Paro matlab transcendental. Spiritual. Spiritual dharma. There are material dharma and there is spiritual dharma. Material dharma is to fulfill material desires. But the highest, topmost class of dharma is what? He says, Yato bhakti. Bhakti is the highest dharma. And bhakti, to whom? Adhokshaji. Lord Adhokshaji. Adhokshaji means the Supreme Lord who is beyond the grasp of our material senses. We cannot capture him in our material senses. Like Srila Rupa Goswami says, Atah Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyam indriyai sevan mukhe jihvadau swayam eva spurati yadaha. That the name, form, qualities and pastimes of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, na bhavet grayam indriyai. You cannot understand them by your material senses. You have to spiritualize your senses. And we must know the art and science both. How to spiritualize our senses. Material sense to spiritual senses. How to transform the senses from material to spiritual. How to do this? Seva Unmukhe. That when we have the desire to serve, with the desire and the propensity, eagerness to serve, when we develop the desire to serve the Lord, and that service begins from jihva, tongue. You start serving the Lord by your tongue. How? Tongue, by using our tongue, we do two types of service to Krishna. The first service is by tongue we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Adav, this is how service starts. Service starts by tongue, not by hand. And then second service we do by tongue is take prasadam. You should take prasadam. So chant Hare Krishna and take prasadam, honor prasadam, the foods, the remnants of the food offered to Lord Krishna becomes spiritual prasadam, spiritualized. When we offer to Krishna, it becomes spiritualized. Of course, how to offer to Krishna? Krishna says, Patram puspam phalam toyam jo me bhaktya priyakshati. You have to offer it with love and devotion. Then Krishna will accept it. Otherwise, he will not accept. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He has everything. He will not accept. Why he will accept? He has everything with him. He doesn't lack anything. He doesn't require anything. So why he will accept our offering? Only he will accept if we ask Krishna with love and devotion, bhaktya. Otherwise, Duryodhana was offering so many nice foodstuffs to Krishna. But Sri Krishna did not accept it. He rejected. He says, I am sorry. First I have to go and meet Vidur. And then he went at the house of Vidurji, and Krishna was eating very simple vegetables and some grass roots and all these things. And he was very happy and satisfied because although there were no so much varieties, whatever little bit was there, it was offered with love and devotion. And Krishna is hungry for love and devotion. So, we must learn this art, how to offer the items with love and devotion. And when we do that, the Lord becomes very pleased and he accepts the offering. So that is called adhokshaje bhakti. No? So adhokshaje means, see, the Lord, the Krishna is beyond our sense perception. Doesn't matter how intelligent you are. We can never understand Krishna. We can never. Doesn't matter how many scriptures we read. We can never understand Krishna. But with devotion, you can understand Krishna. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvatah. Only by bhakti, devotion, you can understand me. Krishna says to Arjuna, only by bhakti. Not by studying so many scriptures and knowing so many slokas. But the goal of studying all these scriptures and slokas is to know Krishna and to understand Krishna. And when we understand Krishna, we can understand that we can't understand Krishna. Unless Krishna himself reveals himself to us. That's what Krishna says in Brahma Samhita. Muni Pungavanam. That sloka. What is that sloka? Satvatsara sampragamyo. Vayo rathapi manaso. Muni Pungavanam. Even to you make one aeroplane with the speed of mind, aeroplane which travels with the speed of mind, you cannot reach to Krishna, you cannot understand Krishna. How you can understand Krishna? Premanjana bhakti vilochanena, with love and devotion. So when the Lord which we are talking about is adhokshaj, means the beyond our catch. We cannot catch him forcibly. But when we love him, and we serve with love and devotion, then the Lord becomes attracted to us and He Himself comes to us. So that is the word here, adhoksha is mentioned here. So, bhakti, when we perform bhakti, that is the topmost class of religion. There are a variety of religion, but the topmost religion is bhakti. So there are two types. So the conclusion, the answer to the question of the sages of Naimisaranya, the question was, what is the topmost form of religion? The answer he gave, very crystal clear answer, bhakti, Krishna bhakti. Krishna bhakti kaile sarv karm krita hoy. That's why in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Shraddha Sabd Vishwas kahe sudrida nischay, Krishna bhakti kaile sarv karm krita hoy. That if you do Krishna bhakti, then you don't have to do anything else. Everything else is included in Krishna bhakti. Everything else. Nothing to do extra. There is no need to do anything extra. Only one thing we have to do is Krishna bhakti. And we should have full faith. We should have full faith in this. Why people go here and there? No. Vyavasatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana bahusakha hi anantascha buddhaya avyavasayinam. The Lord Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, text number 41. What he says? Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekih kurunandana. Now you have to have crystal clear intelligence, buddhi, vyavasayatmika buddhi. One pointed focus. Like professional, vyavasaya. The ekeha kurunandana. Focus. Krishna says, don't divert yourself to so many other methods of worship. Bahusakha hi ananta. Ananta. There are innumerable sakhas. Bahusakha. Anantascha. Those who are avyavasayinam. Avyavasayinam means whose intelligence is not fixed. They run to so many paths of religion. So many paths. But Krishna says, no, ekeha kururandana. Yamimam puspitam bacham pravadanti avipaschita vedabhadratam partha nanedastiti vadina. Krishna says that the people get attracted by the flowery words of Vedas. Flowery words. If you worship this, you will get this benefit, material sense gratification. You worship Uma, you get beautiful wife. You worship Lakshmi, you get lot of wealth. That's what Krishna says. There are 4 types of people they surrender to me. How many? 4 types of people. In chapter 7, text number 16. Text number 15, Krishna says that there are 4 types of people they surrender to me. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritin Arjuna arto jigyasu artharthi jnani. So there are 4 types of people: artha, artharthi, jigyasu, jnani. Some people are in fear. They are having some calamities, some suffering in their life. And they want to get rid of those suffering. So they approach Krishna. Oh my Lord. नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसिद्ध प्रभु दुख जलाब्धिमग्न. I am in lot of sorrow, grief, suffering. Kindly protect me from suffering like Gajendra. Gajendra went to Sarovar and he was enjoying life. He went to the lake for what purpose? To do praying, chanting Hare Krishna? No, he went with all his wives and children and he was enjoying with the wife picnic. He had no intention to chant Hare Krishna, no intention to pray to Krishna. He wanted to enjoy. But then when he was attacked by crocodile, crocodile attacked and then he started crying because he could understand that now he will have to die. He will have to lose everything. His wife, his children, money, wealth, everything. Whatever he had to lose. Then he started crying, "Oh Krishna, oh Krishna." No, of course, he didn't say Krishna. He says, "Whoever is the Supreme Lord, kindly come and protect." He didn't know that who is the Supreme Lord. But he was praying. Suddenly he remembered the prayer. Of course, he was elephant. But because in the last life he was King Indradumna and he was cursed by Agastya, says Agastya. So he became elephant. But somehow or other when he was in crisis situation, he remembered the prayer which he was used to recite in his last life. And he started praying and the Krishna appeared and protected him. So Artha, Draupadi was crying to Krishna when she was in dangerous situation. Then Artharthi, somebody wants wealth, then he approaches like Dhruva Maharaj. And he got wealth, isn't it? Then somebody is Jigyasu means inquisitive. Then he approaches Krishna. Kindly guide me. Jigyasu. Like Arjuna. Karpanya dosu aphat swabhavam prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yatsya syat nishitam bruhitan me sishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapam. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, text 7. He's asking. Nahi prapassyami mama apanudyad jat slokamuchosanat indriyanam abapya bhumau asapatnam riddhim rajyam suranam apichadipatyam. He says that Krishna, I am suffering. Kindly guide me. What is good for me? What is right? What is wrong? I don't know. Instruct me. What is Shreya? Shreya means good for me. Not what I like, but what is good for me. So that is inquisitive. And Krishna answered. And then the fourth category is Jnani, the person who is in perfect knowledge. So Jnani. And then in the next sloka, Krishna says, the sloka 17, he says, Tesam Jnani Nitya Yukto. Tesam Jnani Nitya Yukto. Out of all these 4 classes, the Jnani, who is Nitya Yukta, who is eternally fixed. Tesam Jnani Nitya Yukta. And he is most dear to me. Atmaiva tu me matam. He is like me. The one who is fixed in knowledge is like me. Priyo hi jnanino atyartham aham sacha mama priyah. Eh? Krishna says that the, for the Gyanis, I am very dear to them. I am very dear to them. They love me very much. Because they have understood the goal of their life is Krishna. Therefore, they don't divert here and there. They are fixed. Eh? Therefore, they consider Krishna as their dearmost object of love. And Krishna feels that love. That's why he is saying, they love me. The Gyanis, what do they do? They love Krishna, not here and there. They don't divert their attention. And then Krishna says, Sacha Mama Priya. So therefore I also love him. He is also very dear to me. So out of these four, who is dear to Krishna? Jnani is the dear to Krishna. Jnani is dear to Krishna. And then in the next sloka, in the sloka 18, Krishna further explains about the Jnani. He said, Udara sarva evaite. All these four kind of people are magnanimous, great souls. I don't mean to say that Artha, Arthasi, Jigyasu are not important. They are not great. They are all great souls. Anyone who takes shelter of Krishna are Udara. Udara, great souls, magnanimous. But Jnani tu Atmaiva Mimatam. Jnani is just like myself. I consider Jnani to be like I consider myself. That's equal to Krishna almost. Equal to Krishna in the sense, in the in the in the field of knowledge, clarity. Clarity. It's so dear to Krishna there. Astita Sahi Yuktatma. They are fully fixed souls. So therefore he says, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. After many lifetimes, when one becomes perfect in knowledge, then he surrenders to Krishna. What is the symptom of knowledge? Symptom of knowledge. How one can understand that one is complete in knowledge. When one becomes complete in knowledge, then he surrenders to Krishna. Bahunam Janmanamante. It may take many lifetimes to come to the full, complete knowledge, state of complete knowledge. To come to the state of complete knowledge may take many lifetimes. But after coming to that stage, what one does is surrenders to Krishna, Mam Prapadyate. And what does that mean? What does that mean, the complete knowledge? Then complete knowledge means, Krishna says, Vasudevam Sarvam Iti. That Krishna is everything. Krishna is everything. Vyasatmika buddhi hai. So, Vasudevam Sarvam Iti. But Sa Mahatma Sudurlabham. Such a great soul is very rare. They are great soul, Mahatma. Most of the people are foolish souls, less intelligent souls, less intelligent. And then in the sloka 7.20, Krishna explains about less intelligent souls. So far he was explaining Jnani means most intelligent soul. He surrenders to Krishna, understanding that Krishna is everything. But those who are not those who are not highly intelligent, they are less intelligent, what do they do? Then he says in text number 20, 7.20, Kamai tastai hitas jnanam pravadyante anna devata. Anya devata. They don't surrender to Krishna. They don't do bhakti to Krishna. What do? They surrender to Anya devata. Anya devata means other demigods. And how many demigods are there? 33 crores demigods. not one or two, 33 crores. Because their faith is not fixed. So that's why Srimad Bhagavatam says that Shraddha Sabda Vishwas kahe Sudrida Nischay Krishna Bhakti kaile Sarva Karma Krita hoy. One should have complete faith that if I just serve Krishna, Krishna Bhakti, everything else will be taken care of. It's just like pouring water in the root of the tree. If you pour water in the root of the tree, then you don't have to pour water on the leaves, flowers, fruits, branches separately. Intelligent person, if he is intelligent, what will he do? He will pour water in the root, not on the branch, on the flower, on the fruits. No. And because he knows that if I pour water in the root, then the water will reach automatically to the root, to the flowers, to the leaves, to the branch, everywhere. He doesn't have to do separately all these things. But for that he has to understand the science behind the tree. The science is this. Those who doesn't know the connection between root and all the branches and leaves and all this, when they don't understand the relation, the connection, then they try to, oh, I think I have done injustice. Oh, I should not be impartial. I should put some water on the leaves also. I am partial to root. No. I should not ignore or disrespect leaves. I should not disrespect fruits, because ultimately I have to eat fruit, no? So why I should pour water in the root? I should pour water on the fruit. No. If you pour water on the fruit, you will not get fruit. You have to pour water on the root, then you will get fruit. Yes or no? But the foolish people, childish people, they do not understand the science. Therefore, they think that I should pour water on the fruit. But those who are intelligent, they know. That's what Krishna says. That those whose intelligence is stolen by kamai, hritas jnanam, intelligence, then they prapadyante anya devata. They go to different demigods. Tam niyamam asthaya, prakriti nitasaya. Different kind of rules, regulations, methods of worship. They worship them. And what do they want? What do they want? Material desire. They are not very intelligent. Krishna says they are not very intelligent. So the one who is intelligent, he understands and he surrenders to Krishna. No? And then Krishna says that such people are not very intelligent. Tad bhavati alpamedasam. Antavattu phalam tesam. Antavattu phalam tesam. Krishna says that such people sataya shraddhaya yukta. Sorry. Jo yam tanu bhakta shraddhaya chitumar ichchati. Tam tasya achala shraddha tamev vidadhami aham. Krishna says in 7.21 that if someone desires to worship a particular demigod with the particular desire of material sense gratification, then I make sure that whatever he desires he gets. But who gives that desire? Krishna says, I only give that desire. I only fulfill that desire. I ensure that his faith in that demigod becomes fixed. Krishna ensures that worshipper faith in his worshipable deity becomes fixed. So how you ensure? Krishna, he says, Sataya Sradhya Yukta. Hmm? Eh? With that faith, he worshipped that demigod. Hmm? But he says, Devan Devayajah Yanti Mad Bhakta Yanti Mamati. Those who worship demigod, they go to demigod. Those who worship me, they come to me. Hmm? But the fruit which they get by worshipping demigods is antavattu phalam tesam. Their fruit is antavat. Antavat means temporary. Like Ravana, he worshipped Brahmaji and he got Sonaki Lanka, golden city. But then it was temporary. After some time it was destroyed. Hanumanji burned the Lanka. It was lost. Everything was destroyed after some time. If we worship the demigod, sorry, we may attain so many benefits, but those benefits are temporary. If I give you an option that you'll get a temporary job and you'll get a permanent job, which job will you accept? Permanent. People, rather people hate temporary job, isn't it? Because you don't know when it will be snatched away from you. You do not know. You know? That's why the intelligent people and some people are, then Krishna explains further, in the text 24, 7th chapter, text 24. This is the one category of less intelligent people, that they worship demigods with the material desires. There is another category of foolish people. Who are those? He says, Abhyaktam Vyakti Mahapanna Mannante Mam Abuddhaya. Abuddhaya, they are the second category of Abuddhaya, less intelligent. Or maybe no intelligence. Earlier, well, less intelligent, but they have no intelligence. Earlier he said Alp Medhasam, now he says no Medhasam. They don't have any intelligence at all. Why? Why do they not have any intelligence? Because they think that myself, Krishna, is Abhyaktam, Nirakar, formless. And formless has taken a form. When he incarnates, he accepts the form. He says Krishna is formless and formless has taken a form. Why he has taken form? To fulfill the desire of his devotee. So he says there are such kind of people who thinks like this are have no intelligence. Because param bhavam ajananto, they do not understand my spiritual nature, spiritual body. I have a spiritual body. My mama abhyayam anuttamam. I am abhyayam anuttamam. I am not like you. You are not abhyayam, but I am abhyayam. I have a high transcendental nature. My body is eternal. It's not that earlier I was not and today I have become a body. No, I'm eternal. So Krishna, the question arises, why do they think like this? Why don't you make them understand? So Krishna says, Naham prakasa sarvasya yogamaya samavritam mudhoyam na abhijanati mam ajam anattama. Mudha cannot understand. Why? Foolish cannot understand. Because I cover myself with my yogamaya potency. Internal energy covers me. Therefore only who can, Mudha, foolish people cannot understand me. So who can understand you? He says, Bhaktya. Only my devotees can understand me. They know everything. I explain them everything. So same thing he says. When the devotee knows, then what do? They do bhakti to Adhokshaje, Lord Adhokshaje, Lord Krishna. They do Krishna Bhakti. And that is the topmost religion, highest religion. So all of you are very fortunate that you all are doing topmost religion. Now you don't have to rush here and there. You are at the right place at the right time. In ISKCON, under the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, you are getting the topmost religion. So don't have to do any conversion. No need to do conversion. Because we are practicing the topmost religion, Parodharma. Now only one thing we have to do, which here Sutta Goswami says, bhakti we are doing, but what kind of bhakti? That needs to be little rectified. Bhakti has to be have two qualifications. When we do bhakti, we should take care of two aspects. The first is the bhakti should be ahetuki. Bhakti should be ahetuki, and second apratihata. Ahetuki means uninterrupted. Ahetuki means unmotivated. You should not serve Krishna with some ulterior motive, some desire. Oh my Lord, dhanam dehi, janam dehi, give me wealth, give me, nice job, give me this, give me that. No, don't do that. When Krishna asks, what do you want? Oh my Lord, I don't want anything. I only want you. I want your service. I want to love you. I want to serve you. I want to please you. Nothing else I want. Oh, that's very good. I want to have in my heart, I want to love you. Kindly appear in my heart so that my heart naturally gets attracted to you. That is ahetuki and apratihata. Apratihata means that it should not stop life after life. Mukunda murna pranipatyache bhavantamekantamyantamartham avismriti tvaccharanarabinde bhave bhave mestu bhavat prasada na dhanam na janam na sundarim kabitamba jagadish kamaye mama janmani janmanisware bhavatat bhaktir antikita. Oh my Lord, I don't want wealth, I don't want followers, I don't want beautiful women, I don't want to become eloquent speaker. What do you want? I just want ahetuki bhakti. Bhavat bhaktir ahetuki toi. And that's what Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is praying. So when we do that, when we do bhakti with these two qualities, ahetuki and apratihata, Krishna becomes attracted. This kind of bhakti attracts Krishna. Krishna becomes very blissful, very happy. Oh, this devotee, he genuinely loves me. And then he will enter in our consciousness, and then we'll feel unlimited happiness. How much happiness? That it cannot be compared to anything else. The amount of bliss, amount of happiness. Yayahatma suprasidati. We become unlimitedly happy. How much happy? It says that Lord Krishna, in Sri Chaitanya Mangal, Lochandas Thakur is writing that when Lord Krishna once left the house of Satyabhama in Dwarka and went to the palace of Rukmini Devi. And Rukmini Devi made Lord Krishna seated on the Simhasan, and she was sitting down at the feet of Krishna and took hold of Krishna's lotus feet on her chest. And looking at the lotus feet of Krishna, she is crying. She is crying and she is crying. And then Krishna is asking, Oh Rukmini, why are you crying? I thought that when I will come to your palace, you will be happy. But what is this? I have come to your palace and you are crying. Is there anything wrong? Rukmini says, my dear Lord, you can't understand why I am crying. Krishna says, I make everyone understand I am the Supreme Lord and I can't understand. There is something which I also can't understand. You mean to say that there is something, some information even the Supreme Lord doesn't have? Yes, my Lord. Something is there which even you don't know. Oh, how is it that? How is it that? Then she says that there is one thing which you don't know. What is that? Because you have never experienced. Therefore you don't know. What is that? Well, she is saying how much bliss is there in your bhakti. You don't know. How much ananda is there in your bhakti. You do not know, my Lord. Because you cannot do your bhakti. Bhagavan cannot do bhakti. Only bhakta can do bhakti. So what is the bliss in the bhakti? Only a devotee can understand. How the Krishna can understand? Krishna cannot understand. So Krishna says, only Radha knows how much nectar is there in your lotus feet. Only your devotee can understand. Only Radha can understand. You cannot understand. Then Lord says, oh, why? Because only your servants who serve you with love and devotion without any motivation, they only can experience that joy, that transcendental bliss. Then Krishna said, then I will also become devotee. What is the use of becoming God? Better to become devotee. Eh? Rukmini Devi said that is difficult for you. How God can become devotee? No, I will do. There is nothing, no desire which will remain unfulfilled. I am apt kama. My every desire must get fulfilled. So I want to taste the nectar of devotion. So this desire must get fulfilled. How will it get fulfilled? Then he accepted a beautiful form, that is Lord Gauranga. And she said, I will appear in Kali Yuga in the form of a devotee and I will experience the nectar of bhakti. Ye Atma Supra. Why sometimes devotee practice bhakti but they don't experience that bliss? Why? Because our bhakti doesn't have these two aspects. Ahetuki, it is not ahetuki and it is not aprati. So when we bring these two, then we also experience that happiness. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. If you have any question, you can ask.
दोनों साइमल्टेनियसली एग्जिस्ट करता है या अगर अहित की होगा तो अप्रतिहत अपने आप होगा, अप्रतिहत भी नहीं हो सकता है, प्रतिहत हो सकता है.
Both, even one is there, other will be there. You cannot have apratihata unless it is ahetuki. And if it is apratihata, then automatically it will become ahetuki. Because Krishna will ensure that you don't get anything. So there will be trouble, challenges, difficulties Krishna will put in your path. And then you will have to discontinue. If you have desire. If you have material desire and you are worshipping Krishna, then he will ensure that you get frustrated. But then you have to ensure that you don't live. If you don't live, means you are ahetuki. Even when Krishna puts frustration, difficulties in your life, if you don't live, means he understands that it is ahetuki. But if you leave, then means you have some hetu, some personal motive. That's why you are here. And now it is not, you are not getting that, therefore you are ready to leave Krishna. So if you just continue with Krishna, in spite of so many difficulty he puts in our life, then that is the only sign of ahetuki. How will you know that what is ahetuki? When it is uninterrupted, then it is ahetuki. Krishna will test that whether it is ahetuki or not. He will put obstacles. He will put obstacles. He will put us to test our love, our devotion. He will create difficulties in our life. And at that time we have to continue. When time gets tough, when going gets tough, tough gets going. Yeah? So Krishna understand, yeah. If he has any motive, why he will continue even in difficulty? Means he has no motive. So there will be difficulty, but we should carry on. You got the point? Yes. That is a sign of a ahetuki bhakta, selfless devotee. Okay?
Yes, Roji. Another question था इस श्लोक में ये कह रहे कि first question सब sages in Namisare ने. But the first question is what is the ultimate good? What is the ultimate good? I think answer भी यही है. But प्रभुपाद यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में प्रथम प्रश्न का आंसर है करके कैसे लिख रहे हैं? प्रथम प्रश्न को क्या कहा ये? What is the summary of all the Vedic literatures, essence of all the Vedic literature, which is the second question.
Yeah.
So प्रभुपाद कह रहे कि फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है करके, ये जानबूझकर लिखे, क्या क्यों लिखे ऐसे?
Yes, the summary, ultimate goal, and summary is related questions. They are both related, what I understand. Because summary will be the ultimate goal.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. That's a fantastic one. पूरा भगवद गीता का सुकृति नाम से लेकर दुष्कृति नाम प्लस टॉपमोस्ट डिवोशनल सर्विस आप एक्सप्लेन किया, इसी श्लोक से रिलेट कर दिया. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
तो जिसमें श्लोका में था जे आत्मा सुप्रसिद्धति. If someone can do pure devotional service without any personal motivation and without any uninterrupted, then only can become completely satisfied, self-satisfied.
Yeah.
Then if someone is engaged in devotional service but still he is unsatisfied, dissatisfied, then how can find out where is missing in process missing, or he is missing in our effort, he is not completely doing our effort? How to find out?
Yeah, if someone is dissatisfied, means that there are two kinds of dissatisfaction. One is spiritual dissatisfaction and material dissatisfaction. Brajvasis are also dissatisfied. But that dissatisfaction is the source of bliss actually. And externally it appears that they are suffering. But Prabhupada explains that they are experiencing the topmost ananda. Material dissatisfactions means that if you don't attain what you desire, then you'll be dissatisfied. You are aiming for something, and if you don't attain, then you'll be dissatisfied. That is simple. So what is your goal which you are trying to achieve? If you do not achieve that goal, then you'll be dissatisfied. So what is that goal? Depends on that. Some goal you have set, no? What is that? So I want to become most famous devotee. Everybody should know me. And you are not becoming famous, your YouTube subscribers are not increasing, then you become dissatisfied. So when the desire is there, there is dissatisfaction. Krishna Bhakta Niskam Atayo Sam Mukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakaliya Sam. Does that answer your question? So don't keep any material desire. If you have material desire, you have only one. You should have only one desire. What is that? To love and serve Krishna. To serve Krishna. And if that desire is there, to please Krishna. To please Krishna. Then your desire will certainly get fulfilled. The desire itself pleases Krishna. If somebody desires to please Krishna, that desire itself is very, very pleasing to Krishna. You got the point? But then desire, after desire comes, the action will be aligned with the desire. Gradually action also will fall in that way. Sometimes desires are there, but actions are not as per desire. I desire to please Krishna, but sometime I also end up doing sense gratification. That time I feel dissatisfied. Oh, what is this? Why did I do that? Like, so that creates dissatisfaction in devotee's heart. In devotee's heart, that dissatisfaction is very, very good. Because that dissatisfaction will inspire us to aspire to give up desire for sunset and will endeavor more. You got the point? Qualification. So we'll stop here. You have any question? Yeah, you can ask.
प्रभु जी आपने बताया कि जो लीव्स हैं वो कनेक्टेड हैं रूट से, तो हमें लीव्स पे पानी नहीं डालना चाहिए, हमें कनेक्शन का पता होना चाहिए कि रूट्स और लीव्स के बीच में क्या कनेक्शन है वो पता होना चाहिए। तो रूट्स में डालेंगे तो लीव्स अपने आप पोषित हो जाएंगी। तो अगर कोई हम
That's why people are so emotional. Oh, what will happen to my Durga ji? She will be unhappy. I did not feed her today. She will be unhappy. It's just like saying, what will happen to the fruit? I did not put water on the fruit. Fruit will dry out. You don't know that if you put water on the root, this will reach to the fruit. But if you just put water on the fruit and don't put water on the root, then your fruit also will dry after some time. So that science has to be understood. That is called knowledge, tattva jnana. Tattva jnana.
Prabhuji, if we apply this analogy on the other side, in Krishna consciousness, there are many devotees and they are somehow practicing Krishna consciousness, and if we are thinking that to serve all the devotees and thinking always about them, then whether they are happy with us or not, if we think like that and try to serve all, and due to this our sadhana may be impacted. So how can we think in that time, because we think that they are connected, so first we have to focus on our sadhana and given instructions, or by this analogy how can we apply this?
Yeah, that service is also sadhana. But the service you are doing is not against sadhana, that is a part of sadhana. So because we have something in our mind that service is not sadhana, that is also sadhana. But the first sadhana, first service is chant Hare Krishna. That is the desire of the spiritual master. The first instruction is service means the activities done under the instruction of the spiritual master, that is service. So the first instruction is chant your 16 rounds. For regulative principles follow. So those has to be done. That is the first. And then other service. There are also sadhanas actually. But then there are first something is more important and given more priority. And other more not priority but like more emphasized, because other thing depends on that. So that is chanting. So chanting has to be given most priority. And then other activities also in Krishna. They are also for the pleasure of Krishna. But not that in the conditioned state at least. But in the when you reach the perfect state, then there is no difference between sadhana and service. Arjuna was not chanting Hare Krishna. He didn't have bead bag. Did you see Arjuna any photo with bead bag? Bhima with bead bag? No. None of the devotee had bead bag. Yaduvanshi has no bead bag. Brajvasi had no bead bag. Nand Baba had no bead bag. Because they don't need bead bag. Because constantly their attention is always on Krishna. Manmana. 24 hours they are fully fixed in Krishna. So for them bead bag is not required. But when in the sadhaka stage, siddha stage and sadhaka stage, in sadhaka stage we have to follow as per the rules and regulations. Then sadhana is very, very important. Sadhana is most important actually. So first sadhana has to be done, because sadhana is like a medicine and seva is like a restrictions, parhez, what we say. So if you don't take medicine, then parhez will not help. Only parhez, both are required. Isn't it? Okay?
Same question regarding this question. If some services start, devotional services start from tongues, by chanting.
Chanting and honoring prasad.
Yeah. And other services also, which is doing by hand. Or sometimes we can say we promote these services more by handing, which many activity doing, big thing doing. We are give more promotion to him, but we are not much promoting this chanting. Then one who is chanting, he feel no, it's not much important. Topmost more important this thing, but this is only for support. I can do big thing. For this chanting is only give me support.
Yes.
So I think I am minimizing this.
It should be vice versa actually. Chanting is the most important. All others are supporting. You know? That should be like that. You know? Guru will become very happy when you develop taste for holy name. If you bring lot of money, that is good. But if you develop taste for holy name, that is more good. That is very important. So sometime emergency situation, we tell people to, because in material world practical things sometimes becomes very demanding. We want to find. We cannot ignore that also. But at the same time, we should organize things in such a way that what is most important should be done on priority basis. First thing first. Not that every day is crisis. And what is most essential, we are not able to focus on that. Then there is some problem in or the way we are organizing, the way we are running the society. We have to change that. If it is happening everyday crisis, that's what it says. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurugandana. Bahusakha hi anantasa buddhaya abhyasanya. So we should be very clear where we have to focus. Even in Krishna consciousness, sometimes we may get attracted by glamour and we lose the essence. And that's what comes the next sloka, sloka 8. Sloka 8 says, Dharma sunishta punsam nisvaksena kathasuya na utpadati yadiratim sram evahi kevalam. That you are doing so many activities in Krishna consciousness, but if you do not develop attraction to Krishna Katha, you are not feeling the desire to sit in the class and listen more and more about Krishna, then it is just useless labor. Sram evahi, that is the next sloka will come. We are not developing attraction for pastimes of Krishna, the message of Krishna, then it's useless labor. So that's why it's very, very, we have to keep checking. Like if you are taking medicine, then regularly you keep checking the thermometer, your fever, whether it is getting reduced or not. If fever is not getting reduced, means you have to reorganize things, isn't it? Reorganize your medicine. Is that clear? So that's what as a leader, as a responsible manager, we have as a responsible guru, guide, we should organize things in such a way that people get sufficient time for Krishna Katha, Krishna Nam, and not rushing like monkeys. Galloping horse can't eat grass. So we have to ensure that what is most important is done. So like that. And that is chanting is most important. Prabhupada always emphasized on chanting, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, reading and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Srila Prabhupada books. We are so much emphasizing on distributing books. So much. But what about reading? Do we do reading marathon? Why not? Why don't we do reading marathon? Prabhupada equally emphasized on both. The Guru gives so many instructions, but we choose what we like and what is according to our nature. So we want fame, we want name, so we choose that instruction which will give us fame and name. Otherwise, we should focus on what is Guru says. So sometimes Guru also says, if somebody is interested in name and fame and you tell him to chant Hare Krishna, then he will leave. Because he is not being allowed what he wants. So better he should continue living, se acha hai nahi, continue kare. Even for the name and fame, if you are doing akamo sarmo kamo va, moksha kamo udar bhi, tivren bhakti yogenam, do something, do. But be in Krishna consciousness. That is the second option. First you give best option, and if you can't do best option, then second best. Continue. Okay, do. You want kingdom? You want an empire bigger than Brahma? Okay, do bhakti. And while doing, gradually he realizes. Yes. Then he will say, no, I don't want anything now. I understood. All these are Maya, nonsense, useless. But till he comes to that level, To keep him in Krishna consciousness, you have to give that, no? Otherwise, he will go away. He will lose him. But there is danger. When we keep such people, then such people number increases and majority influences others. And they say this is pure devotion. And he is doing, he is developing love for Krishna, he is in Maya. That is another danger. We become society of neophytes. International Society for Kanishta Consciousness. That's the danger. Weeds grow more than the real creeper. And it covers the real creeper of devotion, isn't it? That's why one of the challenge of our society is how to ensure that the essence is not lost. And there is always sufficient emphasis on the essence of Krishna consciousness. And that is chanting the holy name. That's why ISKCON started recently, Holy Name Week. Holy Name Week. But Holy Name is always weak. Even if there is Holy Name Week, Holy Name is always weak. Because even during that time, because we don't earn any profit, name, fame, if you chant her name. But if you tell that you'll get 5 crore rupees if you chant one round japa, you see how many people will chant? You'll become GBC if you chant japa. They will see so many people will chant japa. Actually, many people chant for that. They do for that, not for Krishna prema. You got the point? So, as a leader, all of us has to understand. Not as a leader, even as a member. What is recognized gets repeated. Culture, we have to set a culture. Culture of pure devotion. The culture should not change. The legacy, the legacy of our Acharya should not change. As time passes, one generation to the next generation, there is a chance of dilution. We may dilute the process. The media should be transparent. And that is responsibility on all of us. Okay? There is sufficient emphasis on hearing and chanting. Shravana Kirtana. Because that will purify the consciousness. More and more Shravana and Kirtana. But there is another danger. Because everybody cannot do Shravana Kirtana. Shravana Kirtana is boring. People say Japa is like Karela. And Kirtan is like Gulab Jamun. So most people want to do Kirtan. Kirtan. When Kirtan comes, everybody becomes enthusiastic. When Japa comes, isn't it? People, the name Japa itself is so relaxing. The people fall in sleep. Japa. Because we don't have taste. Kirtan, there is some music, some emotion, something. Maybe due to the influence of music. Whatever it is. And that emotion remains only when you play the instrument or that raga is there then. Anuraga is there. Anuraga depends on raga. And when raga gone, anuraga gone. But when anuraga is there, then raga comes. That is real raga. From rag to anurag, then till the time you know the rag, you will get anurag. But when there is anurag, raga will automatically appear. Raga. Raga means musical raga I am talking about. Raga means affection actually. Affection, love, attachment. That is the meaning of raga. So, Yaman raga means Yaman attachment. Okay? Got the point? Goal is to become attached to Krishna. We should check whether I am getting attached to Krishna. Do I have feeling for Krishna? That is the point. When Krishna darshan opens, do I feel, oh, I should rush to have darshan of Krishna? My Lord is coming. After so many hours, do I feel? 9 o'clock we come and have, oh, my Lord is going to sleep. Before that, let me have some darshan of the Lord. Because now there will be separation for 7.5 hours. How will I bear that separation? So how many devotees come in the night at 9 o'clock to have darshan of the Lord? I don't see. And then they get up early in the morning. When 4:30 will come? When 4:30 will come? When 4:30 will come? Oh my Lord, it's already too much. Yugaitam nimesen, chakshusha pravisaitam, sunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda. No, we feel even 4:30, console baj gaya, blow the console, phom phom. हम अपना console बजा रहे हैं. We are blowing our console. And then in this way we are developing love for Krishna. And that's the reality. Sign of love is that we are eager to lalyam. And how that lalyam will come? More hearing and chanting. More hearing. When the hearing and chanting will increase, automatically this kind of lalyam. When the hearing chanting will reduce, then we lose lalyam. Hearing and chanting. Kiss from pure devotee. Is that okay? So thank you so much. Yeah, last question.
Hare Krishna. Here it is explained two way, that is Pravritti Marg and Nivritti Marg. And we as a Gaudiya Vaishnava use the philosophy of Yukta Vairagya. So how the Yukta Vairagya is it different from Pravritti Nivritti Marg, or both are same?
See, the Yukta Vairagya we are following, but are we qualified to follow that? That also we have to see. We have to be very, very careful. Because before Yukta Vairagya, there should be Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya is higher than Nivritti Marg actually. It's higher than Nivritti. It requires more Vairagya actually. Vairagya is easy, Yukta Vairagya is more difficult. Yukta Vairagya requires higher level of detachment than Vairagya. You got the point? Yeah. Only Yukta Vairagya is only possible if you have a very, very high level of devotion for Krishna. Otherwise, it's not possible. It's not possible. Only on the Brahmbhuta stage, beyond that, Yukta Vairagya is possible. Vairagya comes on Brahmbhuta, but Yukta Vairagya comes on the stage of love. When you have Krishna Prema in your heart. There is no bodily concept, you cannot practice Yukta Vairagya. It's only cheating on the name of Yukta Vairagya. So that's why, under the guidance, we do that. Under the guidance of pure devotees. We try to do that, but that is not easy. We get affected by that. Because Krishna says, Yatto yapi kante purusasya vipasita Indriyani pramathini haranti prasabhammana. Even those who are intelligent, who are trying to control the senses mind, senses are so mad, they will drag you to the sense gratification. Just by having sense objects, you are not practicing Yukbharanya. I have 10 crore and I am chanting Hare Krishna, therefore I am practicing Yukbharanya. No. Are you using all those 10 crores for Krishna's pleasure? And not even a single penny for your? That is Yukbharanya. And that is very difficult. Yeah? So, are you feeling suffocation using those things for yourself? Bharatji was offered palace, but he rejected. Palace looks like, more dangerous than forest in separation of Lord Rama. That is Yukbharanya stage. Yeah? Like Yasoda is crying. For whom should I cook? She has ghee, she has rice, she has atta, she has everything, but she is not cooking. Why? For whom she should cook? For whom? For the person she was cooking, that person is gone to Mathura. What is the cooking? Why is the need of cooking now? Let's fast. And somebody brings food, then she cries. Why she is crying? But I don't know whether my Govinda has taken food or not. She has no concern. That is love. When you reach to the love, stage of love, that's what Vidyapati expresses the feeling of Radharani. Of course, we are not qualified to know, understand that. Say, Chanana bhela visamasarare bhela bhusana bhari. When I am wearing the ornaments, necklace and all this, necklace, I feel that I am hanging mountain. I am hanging mountain in my neck. Necklace is looking like a mountain, so heavy. And the moon, on the moonlit night, moon is very soothing. But then that moon is appearing like visam, vis, poison. Moon is have cooling effect, but it is having opposite effect on Srimati Radharani. Moon is burning the skin of Radharani because Krishna is not there. And same moon gives a lot of pleasure when Krishna is there. That is the fifth there. You got the point? Otherwise, moon is like poison, burning my skin like poison. So it's a different stage. You got the point?
Yes, Prabhuji. So for us, how we have to follow this path as
Just
a
under guidance.
under,
Superiors say, try to, don't, we should never think that we can do Yukbharanya. No one can, none of us. It cannot be done on bodily platform. On bodily platform, at max we can do is we can follow the instruction of superiors. If we are doing that, then we are trying to do Yukbharanya, not doing Yukbharanya. You got the point?
yes, thank you.
Thank you. We'll stop here. Hare Krishna.